Everyone told me not to date Emeka. My father called him too slippery. My mom said love that hides from family won't last. Even my sister said I was saying things with one eye closed, but I didn't listen. Emeka made me feel special, chosen. The way he spoke, the way he dressed, how he always said, I've never met a woman like you. I thought I had found something deep, real. So when he asked me to get pregnant before marriage, I said yes. He told me it was to prove we were spiritually aligned. Once you carry my child, he said, nobody can come between us. I believed him. I thought love meant sacrifice. I thought proving loyalty would help me earn security. But just 3 months into the pregnancy, Emeka disappeared. No calls, no messages. His number just stopped going through, and even his friends started acting strange. That was when I knew he was gone. Shame nearly swallowed me whole. I had fought everyone to defend him. Now I was alone, pregnant, and confused. I cried every night, and my body changed. My dreams also broke. Eventually, I went home. My mom looked at me and just held me, and my father didn't say anything for days. But when he finally spoke, he said, even rain that destroys can also make plants grow. This is not your end. I gave birth to a baby girl. Big cheeks, tiny feet, fists, and the loudest cry. I named her Zara. God had answered me. Not with what I wanted, but what I needed. Single motherhood was not soft. There were nights I breastfed with one hand and typed customer orders with the other. I started a small online boutique selling Ankara and lace. Every kobo I made went into diapers, school savings, and feeding. Men came, but most didn't stay. Some saw me as broken, others wanted to help in exchange for something. One even said, you should have aborted now, you reduced your market value. I laughed when he said it, but that night, I cried like someone whose roof had just collapsed. So I stopped trying to find love until Tunde walked into my life. He came to the shop to buy fabric for his sister. The second time, he brought me snacks. By the third time, he bought a small teddy bear for Zara. I eyed him with suspicion. Are you using my daughter to chase me? He smiled and said, no, I just like the both of you. He didn't rush me, didn't try to fix me. He was just present. The kind of presence that calms you, not controls you. He'll come after work, play with Zara, gist with me about my business, sometimes wash plates if he meets me stressed. For the first time, I felt seen, not because I was beautiful, but because I was human. One day, Zara fell seriously ill. I rushed her to the hospital in the middle of the night. I didn't call today, I just went into survival mode. But somehow, he showed up. He carried her while I cried. He paid for the drugs without saying a word. That night, he sat beside me and said, you're not alone, not anymore. That's when I knew this was different. So when he asked me to marry him, I said yes. Not because I needed saving, but because I had already saved myself and he just met me at the finished line. But just a month before the wedding, Emeka came back. I saw his message and my stomach flipped. I heard you're getting married, he said. I've changed. I want to be a father to Zara, a better lover to you. I ignored it. 2 days later, he came to my shop, still looking good, still speaking sweet, still pretending he didn't abandon me for 4 good years. He said, let's start again. For Zara, she deserves her real father. I looked at him and said, you lost your right when you left. Tunde is her father now, and I am not the same woman who begged you to stay. His tone changed immediately. So you're picking another man over your child's real father. You think he will love your baggage forever. I didn't blink. I'm not baggage, I'm a blessing. And that conversation ended there. But Emeka wasn't done. The rumors started fast. A friend called and said, I heard Emeka is telling people you trapped him with pregnancy. Someone else messaged Tunde, you dey marry woman where they use jazz. Why she rush wedding without sorting her past? Emeka was running a full campaign, trying to ruin my name, my relationship, everything. He went to Tunde's office to talk rubbish, told him I would use Zara to hold him down the way I held him. But Tunde came home, pulled me close and said, he can talk, we know the truth, and that's all that matters. When my father heard what was happening, he didn't call me, he called his people. He drove to Emeka's street with two elders, calm and focused. Emeka came outside smiling, pretending to be innocent. Sir, I just want to be part of my daughter's life. My father didn't shout. He just said, you disappeared when she needed you. Now that another man has lifted what you dropped, you want to fight for relevance. If I hear your name near my daughter or granddaughter again, will remind you that a lion only sleeps when it's full. And that was the last we heard from Emeka. The wedding still happened. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of peace. Zara was the flower girl, dancing like her mother's joy was her own. My mom wore the brightest lace, and my father gave a toast that said, may this home never be shaken by shadows pretending to be light. Someone whispered at the wedding, she's lucky. But I'm not lucky, I'm healed. I've cried on cold floors, I've carried my child alone through storms, and I've doubted if I was still worthy of love. But I've learned that the right man doesn't fix your brokenness, he honors your wholeness. Emeka knocked on my door again, but I didn't answer because I don't live in that house of pain anymore. I live in peace now with my daughter and the man who never had to be begged to stay.